Once upon a time, in a peaceful little meadow, lived two unlikely friends. Ollie, a fluffy white rabbit with ears as soft as clouds, and Benny, a tiny mouse whose whiskers twitched with excitement at every adventure. One chilly autumn evening, as the sun began its sleepy descent, Ollie's tummy let out a loud growl. Even Benny could hear it. Perhaps there's some food in that old house down by the meadow, Benny squeaked, pointing one little paw towards an ancient building. Oh, I don't know. It looks rather creepy, Ollie replied, shivering slightly. But imagine the cheese, or the carrots. Benny grinned, and before Ollie could argue, Benny was scurrying off into the night. Ollie sighed and followed his brave little friend. Together, they sneaked through the garden with its statues of stone maidens and gnarled trees until they reached a basement window, painted a sinister green and black by moonlight and shadows. Cautiously, Ollie wriggled through the window, and Benny snuck in right after. Inside, they found themselves surrounded by cobwebs, dusty crates, and looming shadows. But in the corner, under a flickering light bulb, was a treasure trove of food. Carrots, apples, and cheeses galore. Hooray! Benny cheered, his whiskers tickling the air with joy. Ollie munched happily, his big eyes closing in bliss. Suddenly, a loud scuttle interrupted their feast. What was that? Ollie whispered, his ears perking up sharply. From the darkness emerged a fierce-looking creature with menacing eyes, an enormous rat. Run! Squeaked Benny as he darted away with Ollie bounding closely behind. They dashed through the basement, knocking over boxes and sending dust swirling everywhere. The rat chased them, its terrible tail a whip in the shadows. With a lucky leap, Ollie and Benny jumped through the window they'd come in by and tumbled onto the soft grass outside. Panting and hearts pounding, they exchanged a look of relief. I think we should stick to the meadow. Ollie chuckled nervously. Agreed, Benny nodded, his little heart thumping beneath his fur. Basements are best avoided, and with that, the duo scampered back to the safety of their meadow, happy to have escaped, but wiser about the big, spooky world beyond their